Hello again, everybody. Harry Boxford, a technical trader at techtrader.com. It's Thursday, April the 13th, and a real good day on Wall Street. These are the charts of the day. So let's take a look at as we do every Thursday, the swing trade review. About 20 of the stocks that are still in play. APLS, which was put out recently, really exploded and then popped today to the top of the challenge, the new 52, no, all-time high today. And then it finally reversed after getting up to as high as 83.61, finishing under 80 though, down a half a point, maybe a reversal day, at least temporarily, we'll see. We're still looking for this to make it into the 90s. Apps, after popping here, continues to move up very slowly, but in a rising channel. Next target is about 14 and then 16. ASAN popped out, broke out, pulled back. We put a swing on it and ran up to resistance and backed off. It's still at the bottom of the channel, middle lateral support, and the 50. This is a must hold around here. I don't want it under 18. Your targets are 23 and 27. ASUR software, what a wonderful chart that is. Beautiful 45-degree angle type rising channel. Broke out of a multi-week coil this week and last week and stalled for 2 days. Now today, a nice extension of about 60 cents or 4%. I'm now looking for 18 and 20. AUPH looking similar, a nice rising channel. Recently came on a reversal day off the 50 and the trend line, and it's been up 4 days in a row from about the 9.15 zone up to 11.5 or so. And there is some resistance at 11.75 area. Your target's at 12.5, 13.25.5 or more. But I think this at one point is going to be taken out. Coaching popped out. We put a swing on it for the last couple of days ago. You can see that today it made a nominal new high and backed off. Only 2 cents. A kind of a inside quiet, not inside day, but a consolidation day. I think it works its way to 5, 5.5, and 6. Crsp, we put it out today. This is a stock that's been a long way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. And then a retest that was held for a month, and today it exploded. 7 points, 43.5 to 50.75, finished 50.39 up 6.92 or 16%. With a close like that, I expect to see a follow through. My targets now are 53, 57.5, and 64.5. IFRX ballistically exploded with positive news, went from under 2 to over 7. And then last week it pulled back in a very orderly declining flag. It tried to pop today, but nothing really, up about 6%. Still, it's the kind of stock that if it does get going, you're going to see 5, 7, 8.5, 10, etc. But we have to wait for that to begin. Stay tuned. Intel came out of a big base after a long decline. And now it's pulling back on an orderly flag. On lower volume, that looks pretty good. It's actually, I think, an entry opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth wave is 35, and then we're looking at 38. IONQ popped out. We put a swing on it. Ran up to target number 1 to 7.5. It's been backing and filling for about 7, 8 days. If this takes out the 7, 20, 35 range, targets are 8.5, 3/4, and then 11, 11.15. IoT. For long-term pattern, broke out, falling wedge, popped again. Now it's coiling. Once it gets to 21.5, target's 25. Isee came out of a coil, so we put a swing on it. It's been up almost every day since. Added it up to all the way up to 29.70 today before backing off. It finished up 102, 3.7%. I like this for a move into the mid-30s, maybe even 40, and possibly a takeover there as well. Mgnx, yet another biotech, popped out and backed off. It's been consolidating for months now. We need this to get up through multiple tops. Take out 8, you're looking at near 10 and then 12. ONON popped and broke out and put a swing on it. Kept going, flagged and popped, made a new high, then pulled back. Now the whole pattern seems to be what I would call a small falling wedge. If and when it pops out of here, a retest with a high at 33.5, and then 37 and 40 would be potential. Roblox, very slowly moving up for the last 5, 6 weeks, but there's some key quadruple top resistance. If it gets to 47.5, 3/4, 54 is my target. Thread up. Today, popping out of a coil that's been a month in making. You can see the breakout there. Once again, if we get to 289, I'd be looking for 3 3/4, 4. TERN popped out of a 5-week long flag and now set back. It's consolidating a flag in this area. My targets are 14 and 17. Top 20 pick Wave Life Sciences had come down from the December period in a falling wedge. It broke out. Moving averages crossing over, as you can see. It's kind of bullish little pennant here. And if we take out 4 3/4 anytime soon, and maybe as early as tomorrow, 5.5 3/4, and then 7 are targets. Weight Watchers exploded. We put a swing on it. It followed through nicely. It's gone from 5 3/4, folks, to 796 in a couple days, meeting target number 1 at 8 right there. Secondary target 10. And finally, ZYXI, after popping, it's been consolidating for 2 weeks and hasn't really made much progress above the 1240-50 area. If it does, 13.5, 14 3/4, and ultimately 17 or better would be my retest targets. And that's it. A look at some of the hot stocks at detectrader.com. Good night, everybody.